Hey everybody, welcome to the Bad Health Trading Company. My name is John Tabiri. On today's video, we're going to be discussing 3 reasons to lose weight. Those 3 reasons, they're huge. Losing weight is a huge thing in your life. When you start to do it, when you get a game plan together, when you get goals together, there are things that you will never even imagine about that will be helped by it. Today, I want to talk about 3 things. The first one is going to be you feel better. Obviously, you feel better. Number 2 is you earn money. And the last one, you're going to stay around to the end of the video to find out what that is. But the first one, you feel better. You say, obviously, you're going to feel better. You don't have as much weight. You don't carry around as much. And it's a cliche. Everyone says it. You're going to feel better if you lose weight. If your doctor says it, your mom says it, your grandma says it. Everyone says you feel better. But you really don't realize how good you feel when you lose weight. Or let's say it this way, you don't realize how bad you feel right now. If you're overweight, if you're overweight, if you're obese, if you're carrying around way more body fat than you should, way more body weight than you should, you will feel better when you lose weight. Me and my wife, we were talking because 2 years ago I did start my weight loss journey, and through that time I've lost over 100 pounds. When I was at my lowest, I went from 320 down to 200 at my lowest, and I got there and I bounced back up. But over that time, I remember what it was like to be 320. Remember what it was like to carry that weight around, that extra weight. And me and my wife were talking, and you really don't realize how heavy you are, how much extra weight you carry when you are overweight. When I was 320, I was carrying 5 of these bags around with me. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to carry 5 bags of rice around with me when I go everywhere. And that's 100 pounds of rice. And that 100 pounds, it adds extra weight everywhere. It makes it harder to move your arms, it makes it harder to move your legs, it makes it harder to breathe. When you're working out, when you're running, when you're doing physical things, it just makes everything harder. It really was an eye-opener after I lost all that weight, when I got down to the 200s, that hey, I feel so much better. I move better, I'm faster, it's easier to even get ready in the morning. But I remember back at the start of the journey that I would come home from work, and we lived in a little 1-bedroom apartment, and we didn't have much place to cook. So we only had one little countertop to use all our appliances. We only had a little heating stove or heating top, and a little toaster oven and an air fryer to cook anything in. So naturally we cooked a lot of meat. We had a lot of meat and we had a lot of starches. And while my wife was cooking, I would go and get a bag of chips, and I loved the queso from Aldi, and we would go get that. And by the time dinner was done, 10, 15, 20, even half an hour later, I would be eating those chips, and there would only be probably half a bag. If we started a whole bag, it would only be half a bag left and half a can of the queso left over. And those things would weigh on me. When I would come home for lunch and then eat lunch and then go back to work, it felt like I had a rock in my stomach. I felt weighed down. I couldn't do as much. I didn't want to do as much. I felt lethargic. And now that I've lost the weight, whenever I eat lunch, usually it's a salad. And that really helps me push me through the day. I feel a boost of energy after I eat lunch. And instead of it weighing on my stomach, I feel light, I feel ready to go back to work, encouraged from that, energized from that even. And so it really has helped me in my weight loss journey. But that's not the only thing that losing weight can help with. The second thing is you can earn money. Now, that's not a normal thing to say. It's not a normal thing that you think of when losing weight. But when you're losing weight, all those chips, that queso, all the candy, all the ice cream, all those things add up on top of the food that you already eat. All those junk foods, all that stuff, it really does weigh down on your bank account, on your wallet, and it takes a lot of that. Now, we found a good farmer's market in our area, and we would go there and buy a ton of vegetables and ton of fruit, and all that stuff would come home with us, and we would eat it, and we saved money that way. They would have discounts on 2 or 3 baskets of fruit for a certain set price, and that really helped us. And that fresh fruit, I loved taking those strawberries home and eating a nice fresh strawberry, and it really helped change my taste buds. And I didn't want the Oreos, I didn't want the ice cream. When I was eating that fresh fruit, that fresh veggies, when I was eating those good meats, those things, they satisfied me and they made me happy, and it also made my bank account happy, and it helped me save money by not wanting those other things, not wanting that sweet. And it also, you can earn money by losing weight while you're at the gym. You have that hour, maybe you go for half an hour, maybe you go for 45 minutes, maybe you go for 2 hours. However long you go to the gym, however long you do that physical activity for, usually most people have headphones in. And you can take your phone and you can put it in front of you, or take your phone and you can turn on an audiobook and you can listen to a YouTube video while people go through and explain things that can help increase your skills, your abilities. Take that time, that hour, not just to work on your muscles physically, your body physically, but work on your brain, work on the skills, the abilities that you have while you're there. Maybe it's financial, maybe it's you learn how to cook. Everyone needs to know more about cooking. Maybe it's nutrition. If it was my wife, maybe it's a sewing video. Whatever it is that you enjoy, do it. Listen to it. In the long run, those things that you'll learn will pay off in the end. Those things will add to your abilities. They'll add to your profitability at work. They'll add to your personal relationships, and you'll be able to help others with it. So, reason number 1, you feel better. Reason number 2, you earn money. And last but not least, number 3, your relationships will grow. You'll have relationship growth. Now, this is one of those things that, even talking to my wife, she's never really heard that before. But just in my personal relationships, that they have been affected, they have been helped, and they have grown and they've blossomed through my weight loss. I feel more confident to go out and meet new people. I feel more confident to talk. I have that feeling of feeling better has given me more energy mentally to carry on conversations, go over to a friend's house, play board games with them, spend time talking to them, fostering that relationship. And that has really helped me personally in relationship growth, in friendship growth. Before, I felt like I didn't want to go out. Once I got home, I would turn on the game system, I would turn on the computer, and I would do that for enjoyment. And I felt like I was building friendships, I was building relationships, but I was really just talking to a screen. I can't think back to those days of when we had conversations that actually has improved my life. But I do remember conversations now that I go think back to, and they were, after my weight loss journey, I would go to someone's house in person and have a conversation across the table, and I was there mentally, and I enjoyed it. My relationship with my friend was increased because of that. I was mentally there. But before, I really didn't have that confidence. I didn't have that desire to do that. Now, I'm still an introvert in my inside, but still, I've seen relationship growth because of that. Just think, most of the activities that you do that is active, that is weightlifting, it's done at a gym. There's other people around. I remember a few months back, I was at the gym and I was making progress on my weight loss journey, and there was someone that came up to me and said, "Hey, I've seen you around here. I've noticed you. I saw what you're doing, and you're making progress. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work." Now, that compliment right there was amazing to me. It was awesome. But that was at a gym. I've never been at a restaurant and someone come up to me and started talking to me. I've never been playing board game or video games and someone came up and talked to me there. But I've met multiple people at the gym. I remember back to high school, basketball, soccer. We made friends at those physical activities because we were coming together as a team. You know, when you get out there and you do physical activity and you go out there and you lose that weight, you feel more confident. You want to go out there and you want to learn more about people. You want to go out there and tell others about how they can lose weight. You want to encourage other people to lose weight. You want to encourage other people just to keep up the good work. And I've seen personal relationship growth through my weight loss journey. But it doesn't end there. There's so many more benefits other than these three, other than just feeling better, other than just earning money, other than just relationship growth. There's so much more to it. But these are three things that I feel like I've never heard anyone in the weight loss sphere talk about. But if you found this video helpful in any way, if you enjoyed it, if you found the information applicable, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.